there, this is the Sherlock Brew Podcast series brought to you by Sherlock Supercoach AI. On the show, you'll find actionable insights and bite-sized conversations with HR and business leaders on topics that provoke thoughts and new paradigms to better understand and develop Gen Z and young millennials on your team. We'll help you look at new possibilities and gain perspectives to level up young professionals and help them surge ahead on your team. A lot of young people these days, they're not doing the most glamorous jobs. And that's something worth highlighting, something that may be insignificant to the company or something that most people are not paying attention to, especially senior leaders. And I like what you said about this, is it's worth paying attention to. These positions or these people are worth nurturing and worth acknowledging. So I wonder, what's your take on that? Because they're often kind of overlooked for their age, for what they're doing.
I think you're right. I think they are. And again, I think we think it's somehow soft or something to worry about that. And it's not. It's actually very thoughtful, and there's a lot of hard science behind worrying about what engages and excites people and drives them in work. And there's damn pink stuff around, mastery and autonomy and purpose, right, that we've all heard, which I think is a really good way to look at it. But are we looking at entry-level jobs and saying, how are we giving them mastery, autonomy, and purpose in that job? Now, I think when we talked about supply chain, so I've talked to people who are running forklifts, running pallet jacks all day, but yet they're finding mastery in it, that they learn how to make this movement of goods really, really quick and almost like a dance, right? And there's something athletic about it, even though they're running the pallet jacks and moving stuff. It's kind of amazing. Autonomy, in that one of the things we've done is given them much more choice over when and how they want to work. And so as they get more of that, which can be a challenge in the working environment, still it gives them a little more choice about what they want to do and where they want to go. And then purpose. What's fascinating to me is I'm talking to some of these people, and if I ask them, well, what do you do? I might find one that says, I run a forklift. And I can tell you that person is not the person that is probably really highly productive and really engaged and going to stay. But I can talk to another person doing the exact same job, and I can say, what do you do? And they'll literally say to me, I feed my neighbors. I feed my community. Because if I don't do this, and this came home to me during COVID, if I don't do this, food's not in the shelves and they can't buy it. So I feed my community. I guarantee you that person doing the same job, running the forklift, the one who's feeding their community, and that's what they believe out of the job, they're doing so much more. They're so much more productive. They're innovating in the way things are done, because I've seen it happen. And they're also starting to move and go further in their career. And some of them may stay in that job because they love it and they love the fitness of it, but they continue to earn more money in that job. They start to train others in that job. They become responsible for a group or a team in that job. And you know what? They make a good living. They make a good, honest living with decent wages and really good benefits and take care of their family. And that's exciting. So the job can be the same, but how we engage people in it and how they come to that job can change everything. So it's not really what you do as much as it's who you are when you do it that shifts everything, I think.
Absolutely agree. And it's just so liberating. Like sometimes I think about a day such as today, I had several client calls. It required a lot of energy. And sometimes you're happy, you're feeling a little bit drained. But at the same time, I look back that there is that good exhaustion as well, that I felt really good about it, of like contributing to another person's life. It's really not about how much money I'm collecting from a call. And so thank you for highlighting that. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you find it helpful. We'll soon be back with our next podcast. In the meantime, please share this episode with your friends and colleagues.